Hey guys, Eric and Joshua here to talk about a big reveal in the Flash episode King Shark. So full spoilers if you haven't watched that episode, but you're still with us now, so let's do it. Okay, they revealed who Zoom is, who the man behind Zoom's mask is, and it was...
I think Jay Garrick?
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what's your reaction to
I'm so confused, Eric.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. So yeah, when this reveal came, I wasn't like, oh, wow. I was like, huh? Like,
right.
How can that be true? Because obviously we saw the Jay Garrick we know get killed by Zoom last time at the end. And at the end of this, almost just oddly tacked on to the end of the King Shark episode, which made it feel really weird and out of place. We see him Zoom throw down the body of Jay Garrick, and take off his mask, and then it's Teddy Sears, the actor Teddy Sears again, and we're like, huh. So how could he be Zoom if Jay Garrick was there? But then we've also seen Earth 1 Jay Garrick, who's named Hunter Zolomon because he was adopted. I have no idea.
Right, and we should explain that, for those who don't know, Hunter Zolomon in the comics is Zoom's alter ego, right? So the simplest explanation, I would say, is that the guy on the park bench, despite seeming like an innocuous guy sitting on a park bench, was really Zoom, and that Zoom's always been from Earth 1, even though he was introduced on Earth 2, he was actually from Earth 1. So that's the simple explanation.
And he knew to be there on that park bench when he was being spied on.
Right.
I don't even know if I see what you're saying there, and that sort of, I could wrap my mind around that, but there's so many weird plot holes all over the place that I don't know. Part of me wonders what if Jay Garrick and Hunter Zolomon are twins? And so there's a set of twins on Earth 1, and there's a set of twins on Earth 2. So that would explain why there's more than one. Because really, I think there's 4. There's the one who's now dead, the one on the park bench, Zoom, and then there's the man in the iron mask, who I think everyone is pretty much assuming is the real Jay Garrick in some way.
Or another Jay Garrick.
Yes, or another Jay Garrick.
Yeah, I do think that's where we're all kind of leaning now, is that being another Jay. And I do wonder, is it that Zoom maybe is from yet another Earth? Again, we've seen 2 Earths, but then we got the glimpses when he went to Earth 2. The idea that there are more out there has already been introduced. The Supergirl crossover is going to solidify that even more. So could Zoom, the guy in the Zoom costume, be, whether you call him Jay Garrick or Hunter Zolomon, from another Earth altogether that we haven't even seen?
Like an Earth 3 or something.
Earth 3, Earth 4, Earth 29.
Yeah, sure. I don't think, from a writer's perspective, I would not want to confuse the audience by bringing in Earth 3, 4, 5, and all these other Earths. I want to make it Earth 1 and Earth 2 and explore that, and then maybe in the future I could go to other Earths and stuff, because I think it's way too much to do that. Because you also have the idea of time travel. And they've never introduced cloning, but that seemed like that might play some sort of factor in this or something. I don't know. So you wouldn't want to do too many weird things to confuse your audience, because a good twist is something that it can be like a surprise, but you should also understand the twist even if you don't have all the information. And so this twist I did not like, because it was way too many question marks. And unless there's a very simple, not that it can't be intricate, but a very understandable explanation to it, I feel like they may have gone a little too far on this one.
We should also talk about Andrew Kreisberg, the executive producer, did an interview with Entertainment Weekly after the reveal. That kind of confused us a little more, actually, with what he said.
Because he was talking about how he was like, oh, well, how Harrison Wells was a mentor for the team, and they all trusted him, and then he betrayed them in season 1. Well, in season 2, Hunter Zolomon did the same thing. They're all looking for a leader, and they all trusted Jay Garrick, and then now he's betrayed them again. But it's wait a second, that was not conveyed in the show at all. We thought that was the real Jay Garrick, and he was killed by Zoom. Zoom being another Jay Garrick. So it's that sort of adds a new layer of plot and confusion on top of everything. I wonder if he realized that that he kind of gave that away, or maybe just the fact that in the show they didn't convey that properly and they meant to.
I also actually think another option is that he's, trying to protect upcoming secrets, so he's kind of muddying the waters by his answers, because that wasn't conveyed. And also, honestly, it would seem kind of silly if they were basically repeating the story that the Jay Garrick we've been following this season had been a ruse. Say oh, that was Jay Garrick was really Zoom acting like Jay Garrick. That's exactly season 1, right? The idea that the Harrison Wells we were meeting was not really Harrison Wells. I don't think they're doing that. I don't think they're repeating themselves that much. I do believe that the Jay we've seen all season was a good guy who then got killed in front of us. But yeah, those answers were confusing because it seemed to imply that there was some manipulation going on purposely by Jay. I guess the only thing maybe is, did he know that Zoom was another him? And maybe that was a secret he was keeping, you know?
Yes, that is, because he has been keeping secrets, right?
Yeah.
About how he lost his speed. And part of me wonders is, did that Jay Garrick ever have speed? Because really, we've never seen him with speed, just a story he told, and then Caitlin gave him speed by helping him with velocity.
We got that
6 through 9.
That flash, no pun intended. We got that him and Zoom like chasing each other on Earth too. But was that real, or was that him conveying a story?
But then Harrison Wells seemed to corroborate that because he was there at the time, right, when the story was being told. So he was a part of it. So it would have to be true. I don't know, people. I don't know. But I don't know. Part of me, going back to what you said about maybe this is just another Earth involved in this, I have like this fantasy that the show will go into like this crazy thing where it'll have like Earth 3 J is Zoom, and then then we meet like Earth 3 Flash, and then we meet Earth like 4, 5, 6 Zoom like in Flash, and there's like dozens of Flashes and Zooms, and this huge like multiversal battle and everything of like different colored Flashes, and one's a robot and one's like an ape and stuff. So it'd be so cool. But I don't think they'll go that way. I think bringing it back, I think there is an answer there, but it's just very hard to see what it is right now.
Yeah, and we should say, of course, that we're a little critical of the way this reveal has been handled, but we love the Flash, we love the show, and it's so ambitious. And so I would say I do agree with you that they probably will and should keep it focused on just Earth 1 and 2 this season. And even if Zoom is from another Earth, I don't know if we're gonna go there physically yet, but. Down the line, I would say never on this show. I mean, this was an episode, as we mentioned, that was all about King Shark, which is crazy and awesome, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe you will get your gorilla Flash at some point.
My Mechazoid Flash.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's what
Johnny Quick. Sorry.
Johnny Quick, yeah. That's what we thought of this episode of the reveal of Zoom, but there's a lot of questions we still have about it. What do you think? Was it just completely a slam dunk for you, or do you have some of our confusion and questions? Let us know in the comments, and for plenty more on all things The Flash and Zoom and gorillas, keep it here at IGN.